give it to Britney. That was quite the workout. What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and I have one question for you all, and I want an honest answer. If every single day you came to my YouTube channel, and all you saw was videos of me doing things like what I was just doing, would you question my sanity? Would you think that there was something wrong with me? If the answer is yes, then why aren't you concerned about Britney Spears as well? Because what I just did is basically all that Britney Spears does 24/7 as far as we can see. Now, for a little small window there, everything seemed like it was kind of moving in the right direction for Britney, at least in my opinion. The social media posts, for at least a couple of days or maybe a week or so after the wedding, they seemed a little more normal. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think Britney Spears is okay. I think her pregnancy was faked. The wedding looks staged. I'm sure she thinks it's real. But there was something off about the wedding. There was something off about everyone at the wedding. There's something off about Britney Spears' life in general. And if you want to know all my thoughts about it, you have to go watch my past videos. I've done over a half a dozen videos on Britney, breaking down how I feel about this entire situation. But people have been constantly asking me, when is there going to be a Britney update? Did you see Britney did this? Did you hear about this? And yeah, I've been paying attention, but I want to make it clear that I'm not here to cover every single aspect of Britney's life. Every time Britney goes and takes a poop, I'm not going to upload a video about it. I make videos when I feel concerned. And like I said, for a small window there, although there was still some weirdness and some red flags, it seemed to be more normal. Like Britney seemed to be acting a little more normal than usual. And that's kind of odd when you really think about it. It was like after the wedding, they knew that all these people were paying attention to Britney Spears who hadn't paid attention to Britney Spears in years. So of course, when she got married, it was bringing a whole new audience to her Instagram profile. You know, me and a lot of you all, we've been watching this girl spiral downhill for a while now, but other people haven't. They have no idea that Britney Spears sits in her living room and does this all day. It reminds me of like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers or Naruto or something. It's really odd, but the behavior seemed to be a little more normal. And I feel like it's almost because they knew other people were watching the profile for a while. But now it's back to the same old, same old. In fact, I got on Instagram the other day and saw her post pop up, and I was just like, here we go again. Britney Spears running around with her tits out. Britney Spears leaving these weird captions on her photos that make absolutely no sense. Britney Spears complaining about her family for the umpteenth time. Seriously, guys, stop enabling this. People always want to call me out for making these videos on Britney Spears, telling me that I need to mind my business. What Britney does with her life has nothing to do with me. Yet they sit here patiently waiting every day by the computer, waiting for Britney Spears to drop a new, Instagram post talking shit about her mom or her brother or her cousin twice removed, whoever it may be. And they sit there and they love it. They eat it up. Yes, queen. Yes, please talk shit about your family in front of the whole world. We all want to read it and see it. But then when I come here and show concern for her mental health, it's mind your business. Leave Britney alone, please. What are you doing? It's so harmful. It's so insane. These people are so insane. And what I've realized lately is, damn, all of these stars who I've been covering on my YouTube channel, they all have fan bases that are completely out of their mind. I mean, completely out of their mind. You guys have no idea the type of stuff I have to see and read on a daily basis from these people. But yeah, Britney Spears had the wedding. I thought it was odd that they didn't immediately go on their honeymoon. In fact, I feel as if society, like we as a people, kind of forced them to go on a honeymoon. Because they got married, there was no honeymoon yet, and then people just kept talking like, well, why isn't there no honeymoon? Why is this? Why is that? And finally they're like, all right, you know what? We got to go on this honeymoon. We got to make it look like we really care about Britney. We got to make it look like Sam's really in love and wants to go do all this. When in reality, I don't know. It just seems like the honeymoon wasn't a priority. But like I said, she's out running around with her tits out again. I don't know why that's necessary, and she's pulling her pants down as usual. Listen, for me, it's not about the fact that Britney posts nudes sometimes. And I have to go over this every time with everyone because people cannot seem to get through their head. I'm a 31-year-old man. I like tits just as much as the next guy. I'm not going to sit here and complain that Britney's got her tits out because I think it's, oh, this is so grotesque. People shouldn't be seeing this. I'm not a pearl clutcher. At the same time, when you're a woman who's gone through all of this mental distress and your Instagram profile consists of nothing but you spinning around in circles and running around with your tits out, people are going to question your mental health. So this is not a good look for Britney. Everything that she's been doing, I don't care if you're like, Britney needs to live her life. It's not a good look for her. This is the type of stuff that's going to land her right back where she started. And honestly, I don't think she ever got away from that conservatorship. I think all of that's bogus. I'll get into that in a moment. But yeah, she's running around again, and she knows that people are calling out this behavior. And Britney has a thing that she likes to do that I've noticed. She likes to post these little posts. She'll wait a little while, and people will comment. People will be questioning what's going on here. Why is Britney acting so crazy, or what have you? And then she'll delete the post, and then she'll re-upload it. And when she does that, it deletes all of the old comments. And she'll sometimes do it 2 or 3 times for the same post, trying to shake everyone off that's questioning why she's acting this way. Now, in the caption of her running around with her tits out, part 2 of the honeymoon, here in this unbelievable tropical place of paradise, or tropical piece of paradise. No, this is not a Girls Gone Wild campaign. It looks like it. It surely does. If you have to say no, this isn't a Girls Gone Wild campaign in your Instagram caption, then maybe it's because you know that it damn sure looks like softcore porn. Jumping from island... Oh man, I almost lost my place. It's simply me living my life. This is what happens when you do a 2-week yacht island vacation, jumping from island to island. It's literally insane. I don't like that little statement. That little statement sounded really stuck up. I mean, the way I take it, it's like, oh, you're calling me out for running around with my tits out. Well, this is what happens when you do a 2-week yacht vacation and jump island to island. Because most of Britney's fans can't afford to do something like that. I can't afford to do something like that. You all can't afford to do something like that either. So it's kind of her like, don't question me and what I do. You're not in this position. You don't know what it's like to go on yacht vacations. So that's when her little like stuck-upness kind of shines through. And then she goes on to just be totally incoherent. Girls, if you want to lose weight, fly in a helicopter. And you'll lose all your fluid from being nervous. I mean, I think I dropped 4 pounds. Enough shallow talk, ladies. That's too offensive. Oh, well. And it's just like, you're reading it and it doesn't make sense. None of her captions ever make sense, and it breaks my heart. Literally. I'm not even joking. It makes me sad that there's a lot of grown people out there, adults now, who read these captions and they try to decipher them. Like, oh, what sacred message is the wonderful Queen Britney Spears leaving for her peasant followers? Nothing. You could stop. Please return back to your normal lives. Stop obsessing over these stars. She's not leaving any hidden messages in these captions. She's just talking incoherently all over the place because Britney is not doing too well mentally. Sorry, I try to look for the right words that seem less offensive, but the way I talk, I come off kind of harsh sometimes, but that's just me. I like to joke around. I like to add words that are like, explosive. But yeah, stop sitting here trying to go through her Instagram captions, trying to make sense of it. You won't. These are the captions of someone who is out of their mind. I'm sorry to say it, But it's clear as day. It's been clear as day for a long time. The fact that people are still denying it, I don't understand. But if you're denying it, if you're one of the deniers, then I want you to explain this next caption that I'm about to read to you all. Because there's no way, shape, or form that you could say it makes sense. In fact, it's one of the worst yet. And it makes me believe that Britney doesn't even know where she's at half the time. But let's get into it. Britney Spears' last two posts at the time of this recording, she posted a picture of a magazine clipping and then a little video of Tom Hardy in the woods doing God knows what. So it doesn't make sense, but it makes me feel like this is what's going on through Britney's mind. A lot of chaos, confusion, and stuff that doesn't make sense. Here's the Instagram caption. Flying home, I found this magazine. I'm not sure who this guy is, but I liked the key. Tattoo on his right arm. Obviously a sad story. But I read that he flipped a quarter and it came up heads. Oh my God. What? You read that someone flipped a quarter and it came up heads? Whoa! There's only like a 50% chance of that happening. Holy cow. Britney read something about someone flipping a coin and it came up heads? Exclamation mark? Exclamation mark? Exclamation mark? This is unheard of. Holy, phone home, call the guys, call everyone. Let them know that Britney Spears read a magazine clipping about someone who flipped a quarter and it came out heads, man. Whoa. Jesus. Sorry, I'm getting frustrated with a lot of these fandoms, man. I really am. From the Ezra Miller fans to the Amber Heard fans to the Britney Spears fans. I'm almost done with these people completely because what the hell is going on through these people's minds? It makes me believe that, damn, not only is Britney kind of crazy, but half of her followers are just batshit crazy as well. So people are acting like she said something so profound, or she's even acting like it, but all she did was read in a magazine that someone flipped a quarter and it came up heads. But let's start from the top. Flying home, I found this magazine. I'm not sure who this guy is, but I like the key tattoo on his right arm. Obviously a sad story, but I read that he flipped a quarter and it came up heads. So when I danced, I saw my son left a quarter on the piano. I picked it up and look what came up. Heads or tails. Play on, my friends. PSSSS, this was shot on Christmas Day. PSSSSS, the British guy reminds me to believe in magic. PSSSSSS, look at the key. Now, people, at the time of this recording, there are grown men and women, mostly women, looking at this post right now like, oh, the key. Britney wants us to find the key in the post. Oh, what is this? No, people, it's not a mystery. She's just crazy. It's that plain and simple. I'm sorry that sounds mean, but it's the reality. Britney is not all the way there. And this is why I think that she doesn't know where she is. She says that she found this magazine about this guy flipping a quarter on the plane on her way home from her honeymoon. Correct? And then she shares a story about how when she got home, there was a quarter on top of her piano. Oh my God. So crazy, right? And that she danced. And the quarter was on heads, tails, who knows? But here's the thing. The video that she shared of her finding this quarter and dancing, it's from Christmas or around Christmas time in her old house. Do you catch my drift yet? Here she is saying that she read this magazine about this quarter on the plane ride home. And then she got home and danced and found this quarter on her piano. But it just so turns out, when she found that coin on her piano and danced, that happened almost a year ago. You get what I'm saying? Britney doesn't realize that if she's here today or if she's here on Christmas 2020, she has no freaking clue. And you can tell right in this Instagram caption. If you all can make sense of it, please try to, but you can't. I don't care how hard you try. Now you're watching the video on the side of me right now of her dancing. It's the same video that I was kind of making fun of or poking fun at the beginning in this video. And in the video, you see that she finds the coin and it's on heads. So it's there. That's what she's talking about. So once again, I don't want to repeat myself here, but let me repeat myself just one time. Please bear with me, guys. She's on the way home from her honeymoon. Literally like what? What was that? Like yesterday. She finds this magazine. And for some reason, she's just in awe. She's blown away that in this magazine, someone flipped a coin and it came up heads. And she's just like, whoa. What? Heads on a two-sided coin? Let me go tell 48 million people on Instagram about this. This is so cool. Like what? Why would you even be excited about that? And then she goes on to tell a story about how she got home, found a coin, and started dancing. But when she got home and she started dancing, that's a clip from a year or so ago in the old house. So her timelines are confused. She doesn't even know where she's really at. She probably doesn't know what freaking year it is, honestly. I'm not trying to be mean. I don't know if Britney Spears even knows what year it is anymore. And ever since the wedding, we got a couple of pictures of the wedding. We got a couple of photos of them on their honeymoon. You know, the handler walking around taking Britney Spears to the same destination that she always goes to. You know, they say that, or she claims that she's island hopping and doing all this. In reality, I feel like Britney Spears has about 4 or 5 locations that she's allowed to go to, and that's it. One of them is this beach that she's always at. You're not going to be able to tell if it's the same beach or if it's a different beach. All the videos look the same, her rolling around in the sand. She'll put some sand on her butt, then she'll whip her tits out, run around for a second, and that's about it. We don't know if she's at a different beach than the last beach she went to. We don't even know if some of these videos are new or not. What we do know is that Britney Spears thinks that she was dancing just yesterday when it was Christmas. It continues to blow my mind that people out there still don't see what's going on. But I'm happy that some people are picking up on it. You know, when I first started noticing the red flags that were coming from Britney, no one, and I mean not a single soul, was saying anything. And I just kept patiently, you know, just watching and observing over the months, over the days, and eventually I finally made a video about it. And even at the time that I made my first video, people still weren't really saying much. But when I looked on her post yesterday, when she posted all of this crap, people are starting to call it out. People finally, took y'all long enough, are starting to notice the red flags. It took her to literally write a caption that lets you know that she has no clue where she's at, what year it is, or what's going on, for people to finally be like, oh, wait, maybe Britney's not okay. It took this caption. Out of all the crazy things this woman has been doing on her Instagram profile, this caption is like the straw that broke the camel's back. Now people realize, oh, Britney Spears doesn't even realize what dates, you know, like what timeline she's in right now. She has no clue. She's acting as if her dancing on Christmas and finding this quarter was after her going on her honeymoon trip. So it shows you her mental state. And that lets you know right there that she's obviously being taken advantage of. Any woman, human being, man, what have you, that's in this state mentally, they shouldn't be getting flown around to all of these islands and taking on honeymoons and vacations. They shouldn't even be getting married. Because in the brain, in the mind, they have no clue what's going on. If Britney Spears can't tell the difference between today and Christmas last year, then what makes you think that she's in her right mind to know what's going on in her relationship with Sam? And you know, people always, they've been writing me because there's a lot of legal stuff going on with Britney Spears and her father right now. And people want me to cover that, but I've been hesitant in covering that because honestly, that stuff has nothing to do with Britney Spears almost. And I know some of you all may be confused by that statement, but what I mean is all those legal battles going on, I don't believe that any of them are in Britney's best interest. What we're seeing here is we're seeing a new group of people trying to take control over Britney from another group of people that had control over Britney. We're not seeing a fight for Britney's freedom. We're seeing a fight for someone else to get the money that other people were once getting. So I don't buy into any of that. This Rosengard and all of these people here to help Britney and save Britney. BS, bogus BS. They're there to make money. That's all it is. If anyone gave two shits about Britney's mental health and her well-being, they wouldn't allow this to continue. But they don't care. They want her to spiral out of control. So as far as the legal stuff going on with her father and Rosengard or whatever the hell his name is, I don't really want to dive too much into it because all you're doing is giving attention to something that's really not going to help Britney. It's just people trying to take control of Britney from someone else who had control of Britney. That's my opinion. You all can disagree if you want to, but you all are the ones that believe the Free Britney movement was really freeing Britney, and I haven't seen any evidence of that yet. In fact, she's acting crazier now or over the past few months than she was any of the years that she was in the conservatorship. And now here we are. We know Britney moved into a new home. She's been there for a little while now. Yet we're still getting fed these videos of her dancing in her old house. It's like we'll never escape it. You'll never get away from it, and neither will she. It will be 2032, and if Britney is somehow still alive, which she... You know what? I'm not even going to speak on that. If she's somehow still alive, we'll still be seeing videos of her dancing in her old house in circles. I'm tired of it. Her fans are tired of it. And then there's always these rumors, oh, Britney's working on a new album. Britney's going to drop this hot new single. Britney's going to perform at the Super Bowl. She's going to do the Super Bowl halftime show. What? She's not. I would be really surprised if Britney Spears ever makes any music ever again. And if she does, you know it's not something that she really made. It's someone wrote the songs, someone voice synthesized the vocals. Hell, the woman can't dance for shit, and you're not going to convince me that she can. I am confused as to how someone who has trained their whole life in dancing dances like this in her living room 24/7. Like a complete bumbling fool. It makes no sense. All of these... I'm sorry, I don't want my ring to fling off across the room, but... That's what I think in my mind. When I look at a Britney Spears video, the only thing that goes through my mind is... Because I feel like that's what's going on in Britney's head. Because nothing makes sense. It's just all one big ball of like static noise and confusion. But like I said... I'm still worried about Britney Spears. You all don't have to worry about that. I'm paying attention to the situation. I'm not going to comment on everything this woman does in her life. But when I notice something that's like, oh, okay, yeah, then I'm going to say something. This leads me to believe, though, because we did have at least a little bit of kind of normacy, that maybe what Britney Spears goes through is episodes, meaning that sometimes maybe Britney is all there. Maybe Britney is okay. And then for a couple of days, Britney goes absolutely off the wall. And then she comes back. I don't know, but I was thinking for a while I was looking at all of this stuff, that it has to be someone running Britney's profile, her Instagram profile, that is literally going out of their way to make her look insane. That was one of my first theories. But as time goes by, and I pay more attention to the captions and how they're written and things like that, I'm on the side of thinking that this is Britney. Because I don't know if anyone can capture crazy that well without actually being crazy. Like if you were attempting to hijack someone's Instagram profile and make them look crazy, I don't think you could pull it off as well as what Britney Spears' profile comes across as. Like, I don't think a professional could do this. I feel like this has to be natural and genuine. because man, oh man, it is disturbing. But let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and hopefully Britney Spears gets better, but I don't see it happening anytime soon.